QuickBooks work, which most people have probably heard of QuickBooks, but it's basically accounting work for a realtor and her husband in my neighborhood. And I also do the hated thing of direct sales. But
so it's safe to say that you have 17 different jobs from your house, like I do.
I do, and
air high five, lady.
Yeah,
I feel you. I
do.
see you, Jackie.
I know, and I'm plus driving the kids around and doing all that shit. So I do a lot of I really do a lot of stuff. So it makes my weeks like super busy, even though I'm not, actually going to an office or anything, but I
feel like
busy.
People hear that you're a stay-at-home mom, and it's like, oh, you do nothing all day. But it's like, I feel like, no, it's quite the fucking opposite.
Exactly.
I'd love to sit on the fucking couch with
my
my feet
God,
up
right?
and do fucking nothing. That sounds like a vacation.
Yep.
Amazing.
I've told Steve like so many times, like there's most days I never even fucking turn the TV on. Yeah. Because who has time for that?
Nobody.
And even if I had time for that, if I was going to sit down and turn the TV on, I'd feel fucking guilty and end up doing laundry or something because that's just what it is. That's just how it is.
Yep. Oh, and you have an Etsy shop. You forgot that one.
I do. I have an Etsy shop. But I haven't been using it much. But
so you do the QuickBooks for
for a realtor in my neighborhood, and I work.
And you do the vet.
I work for a mobile vet in my neighborhood, and I do direct sales for a new company that is a skincare line free of harsh chemicals, not tested on animals. And right now we just have some basic face products, but they're pretty amazing, and the company's growing really well. And
I see your mom uses it all the time.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah,
what is it called?
Bellamy, Bellame, Bellamy.
And for anybody listening who might be interested in any of those products, we will definitely be posting the link on how you can find any of those in our show notes. So feel free to go and take a look at that check out all Jackie's awesome things.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, in regards to the stay-at-home mom, I do have to say, like for me, who does work, I work a full-time job, and now recently my other part-time job I actually picked up a bunch of days on my second job, on my part-time job. I feel like there's goods and there's bads to working from home and working not from home. I feel like my biggest takeaway is I miss a lot of the shit that I could go to school for. Like, oh, come to school for this snack Valentine's Day thing, or bring cupcakes to their birthday. And that's like the one thing I wish I could do is I miss a lot of that. Like, I don't get to go to all these school events sometimes. And that, for me, that's like one of the negatives. And there's always pluses and negatives to everything.
Right.
But that's my biggest negative.
Yeah. No, and that's hard.
Sorry, Diane and myself are sharing a mic today because we gave Jackie the second mic. But yeah, to me, that is the biggest plus as a work-at-home mom, because you make your own hours and you can. Obviously you have to work, but at the same time you can do what you want when you want, as long as you get the job done.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
But it gives me the chance to participate as much or little as I want, and I do Aria's class mom.
Are you? I'm Garen's class mom. I'm not. I feel bad though if any of the Garen's teachers are listening.
Yes, but
sorry, I am not like the best room mom.
To tell a quick little story about my week. I went in. I volunteer in Aria's classroom every other Monday. So every other Monday, I'm supposed to go to Aria's class and do whatever the teacher needs, and I love it. I get to see what she does during in the morning routine.
And they say that if you're in your child's school more, that you're that they do better, they perform better if you're around better. And that was my whole thing. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to be a PTA mom. And I signed up for the PTA. I never went to one fucking meeting.
Well, don't feel bad. I never even signed up for PTA, and I am a stay-at-home mom.
I did sign up for PTA, but I'm the kind of, like, I feel like, not that I'm antisocial, but my thing is, like, I speak when spoken to. So I'm not going to go outside of my comfort bubble to necessarily, like, just talk to these moms. And I feel like it's... And I'm sure they're all great moms. I'm sure they're all fantastic women. But, like, I don't feel comfortable approaching these women that I don't know.
You're not like me. Like, excuse me, ma'am. What'd you say? Yeah, I disagree.
See, I'm a total introvert, and like I
Same.
will.
I am too.
Maybe I might
too.
look like, I don't know. I probably look like a bitch, like unapproachable, because I probably have
Me too. I
resting
feel
bitch
like they
face.
probably think I'm a fucking horrible bitch.
I probably
Yeah.
have resting bitch face most of the time, but like if I'm spoken to, I will gladly engage in a conversation with you. I will be awkward. I mean, don't get me wrong, it will be a total awkward conversation, but I am not the kind of person who's just going to go up to somebody and start talking.
I have the issue where I just can't shut the fuck up. Like we said before, like my mouth will be like, don't say anything. Diane, do not say anything. And I'm like, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh yeah?
well, I do that also, but I only do it with people that I know.
I have tend to do it on like a public thing, and yeah.
No, I'm not. I can't. I'm not like that. I mean, I am with people I know, I guess, like she said, but otherwise,
It's so
Try to
funny.
play
So
low-key.
anyway, so I went to Aria's classroom. So I'm supposed to volunteer. Sorry, I talk with my hands. I just got yelled at by Diane. So I go to Aria's classroom every other Monday, and I'm supposed to volunteer and do whatever the teacher needs. So I went since Christmas break. I think the Monday that I was supposed to volunteer was the Monday that we went back to. I mean, not we went back. I didn't go back. I didn't go to fucking school. But the kids go back to school was the Monday, I guess, that it fell on that I was supposed to volunteer. So I guess, I don't know. By the time I realized that it was that Monday, it was like 12 in the afternoon, and I was like, fuck. But I was so fucking tired from my children all fucking Christmas vacation that I was like not even about to message her and be like, oh, would you like me to make up this day? Because I was like, fuck, no, keep them the fuck away from me, please. So, and then I think the next Monday that I was supposed to volunteer, it fell on like some kind of holiday. So then the following Monday that I was supposed to volunteer, I went into class, and she's like, oh, it's been so long. I didn't know that you were coming into So I felt like such a dick. And I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it, but I guess I felt so guilty that I had missed the last time I was supposed to be in. And she was like, oh, it's been so long. I don't have anything for you. So I was like, all right, well, you want me to come back, a different day? She's like, well, if you can come back next Monday. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Like she was like, bitch, we don't need your services.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she was like, please come back. We really need you here.
Yeah, just not today. Go the fuck home today. Come back next week.
So Jackie, back to your week.
Oh yeah, sorry, we got sidetracked.
This is what we normally do. We just go on
mom life.
fucking.
I know that's
rants.
how it is. That's what moms do.
Yep.
We talk in circles.
It's funny because there's a meme that I send my girlfriend that I used to work with, who I miss so dearly. One of my first jobs here, and it's always get ready. When I tell you a story, get ready for like 19 little stories in between.
It's
and
so true.
forgetting what my original one was, because that's
Yep.
what I would do to her.
Yep.
And I miss her so much. She knows who she is. But anyway, so back to your week, Jax.
So just, it's always a crazy week for me with the working and the kids and everything like that. And then my one was out sick for a day, and then the other one is in pre-K, and he gets off one day a month, and he happened to be off one of the days she was homesick, and it's always something. But I'm very much enjoying that we're having this warmer weather, because my kids then are outside on their bikes all the time, or they are playing with the older kids on the streets and going in their creek. We have a creek in the backyard, and if the older kids are out there, we let them go, and we just kind of check in every once in a while. We're like, okay, well, the older kids are with them, and we just say if they leave the creek, you have to leave with them. So, but because of the warmer weather, we've been able to do that, and we've been able to walk with them when they're going on bike rides, because both of our kids ride bikes very well. So that's been good. So we've been looking forward to the warmer weather, so we decided to go ahead and book our trip. We go to West Palm Beach, Florida every year. So we were like, all right, let's book our trip now.
And now that you know all of the country concerts for the summer, now
well,
you can book
we
around it.
We had to book around our country concerts, of course, absolutely. But we, so we booked our flight to Florida, and the funny thing about that was Steve booked the flight.
Oh, you guys fly like normal people? We drive like assholes.
No.
We'll be driving back. Actually, we're going in September. Which, by the way, Christina, I need some input from you, because we are going to Disney in September, and I need all the download of what I need to do.
Yes, we are going to Disney in less than 2 weeks, and we're driving like a bunch of jackasses.
I can't wait to hear all the stories about that. So please tell us how Steve booked your trip.
Yeah, well, so he booked the flights. Fine, no big deal. He normally does that kind of stuff. That's his thing. So he, books it and says to me, okay, just look it over, make sure I did everything okay. So he hands me the laptop, and I was like, yeah, it all looks good, except that you have Garen's middle name spelt wrong. And so my son's middle name is Matthew. And he was like, no.
I never knew that.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Most people don't know, I guess, because it's not like we ever really used their middle names.
You don't know. Do you know Liam or Logan's middle name?
No.
That makes sense. I feel better now.
Do you know
I feel better.
I think I know Liam.
You've told me. John?
It's James after James.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I knew you've told me before. But do you know Riley's?
No.
Yeah. Liv. L-I-V.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Do you know Aria and Logan's? No. I use Aria. I use quite frequently because I use it as her name.
I don't think I've ever heard you say
I say
it.
Aria Rose all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's funny. I love that name. I wanted Riley to be Alicia Rose, but Steve didn't like that, so we ended up with Riley Liv, which I do really like Riley Liv. And
that
it
is
suits her.
pretty.
Yeah.
If we had a girl, ours was going to be Riley.
I know, that's funny. You told me that. That would have been funny if that, but it's all right. She's got her.
Two
Logan.
Rileys, two Leos.
Two Rileys, two Logans.
Yeah. Oh my God. Could you imagine? But yeah, so he, anyway, so I'm looking at the laptop and I'm like, you spelled his middle name wrong. And he was like, no, that's how you spell it. And I was like, no, that's not how you spell Matthew. And he's like, yes, that's his name. And I was like, right, it's M-A-T-T-H-E-W. And he's like, no, it's M-A-T-H-E-W. And I was like, no, it's 2 T's. And he's like, no, it's 1 T. And I'm like, no.
No, I've never seen a Matthew with 1 T.
Ever.
See, thank you. Oh my God. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for my... I cannot wait for him to listen to this because he kept saying that's how you spell it.
We haven't talked about periods yet, so he should still be listening at this point.
He will be. I will make him listen because this is yes. So
as soon as you said it, I was like, nope. I've only ever seen it with 2 T's.
I know, and I'm like, dude, he's fucking 5, and
but he's also a guy, so that makes sense.
Steve, of course.
Listen, Jackie, give the guy credit that he could book the flight because my husband would never
True.
book a fucking flight anywhere.
Well, that's true, and Steve does do all that stuff, so I will give him credit. He's the bill payer, booker of things.
My husband is the bill payer. I will give him. I will give him credit, and he takes the garbage out. Those two things
Steve
he
does take the
He
garbage
does
out.
great at
he
those
does
two
a lot.
jobs.
Steve does, and he cooks and cleans. He's good.
Oh
He's
yeah,
good.
well yeah, no, it doesn't do the cooking
No,
or the cleaning.
Yeah, no, Steve's like a neat freak, so he does clean a lot. But yeah, he had his name wrong, and I was like, he's fucking 5. So, but Garen, is on. I don't work at a full-time job, so Garen's under his health insurance. So fucking everything that Steve's ever filled out in the past 5 years.
Shit.
But no, here's the fucked up part.
Did you just find this out that he just filled out all of his information wrong for 5 years?
Here's the other problem. I don't even know what the birth certificate says because Steve,
what
fucking,
the fuck?
Well,
This should have been your what the fuck moment.
Fucking have a C-section, and then 2 seconds later they hand you all this fucking shit to fill out, and I was like, the C-section with child number 2 was horrible.
So he may, in turn, be 100% correct. That
Right.
may be
He
how you
may.
spell his last name. I mean, his middle
Yes,
name.
I know. So we've been. I forgot to. I have
Wait,
to.
do you have his birth certificate?
we have it. It's in a safe under the bed.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know
by
where
the time
key
we
is.
air this episode, we're going to need confirmation.
You haven't checked yet?
No, I haven't checked yet. I know.
So funny.
I know. So I don't even know now.
So technically, Steve did
He might. I don't know. I'm
correctly.
hoping.
Yeah.
But I don't know because I do.
And
I
if he
do
did, the person filling this out was
my
like,
God.
"Oh, the father filled this out. He is a
I am
fucking.
so
he's
scared,
gonna be in
like-
shit."
I don't even know. I don't know. I have no idea what it says on the birth certificate. I really don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure I
we
looked
need
at
to
it.
know. We're gonna need confirmation
I
about
know.
this for sure.
So we're gonna find out
Yes,
if my
'cause the next
son's-
episode we
if
will
Matthew has
confirm it.
1 T or 2, and who the fuck has 1 T? Who has 1 T in Matthew? According to Steve, lots of people. According to me, no.
If anyone's listening, if you know a Matthew with 1 T, please
let us know.
let us know.
Yeah, my brother-in-law Matt James. It's Matthew with 2 T's. I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping that's now. Watch, I fucking put my foot in my mouth, and that's
That
not
is
him.
too fucking
But
funny.
regardless, so I was like, "What the fuck? He's 5. Like he turned 5 in November, and all this time."
Well, really, I feel like the WTF turned on you. You've never noticed that any of his shit has 1 T in it?
Well, everything I fill out, when I fill out shit, it's got the 2 T's. When
is
he
his
fills
name?
out,
Oh, well, you know what? I guess I take that back because I guess your insurance cards
No,
just
it
have
doesn't
like
have-
a M or something.
it doesn't. They don't have their own. Like the insurance, it just says how many like
Because
dependents.
like our card has like every dependent. Like
Oh,
it'll
really?
have
Ours does
everyone's
not.
name.
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then that makes sense. So you've never seen
no,
any of his aftermath. Okay,
No.
that makes sense.
I don't know.